Okay. I am now recording, I believe. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am now recording. Just needed to let you know. So we'll start right away. Prepare yourselves for the trip of a lifetime as we take a journey back into the process of human evolution, a process which has taken thousands of years. Curiosity seems to be wired into us. The question of how we as individuals have gotten to this point is still very fresh in our minds. Have you ever taken a DNA test before? How about 23andMe? What about Ancestry DNA? You may be surprised that you are from a collection of different countries around the world, or even continents. Upon receiving your results, you may also be surprised that there is a bit of Neanderthal DNA in you. I hope this presentation will answer some of your questions as to why that is. According to 23andMe themselves, after living alongside modern humans, Homo sapiens, for thousands of years, evidence of Neanderthal DNA is now found in traces in nearly all modern humans. So just how did we get to the point of evolution that we are in today? Firstly, get comfortable, and I will explain to you how scientists have pieced together the theory of evolution. The start of the Homo sapien journey dates back 550,000 to 750,000 years ago. This is a rough estimate that scientists have been able to make with the data and evidence that they have found. Cima de los Huesos contains the oldest DNA samples of our early human relatives, the Neanderthals. Teeth and bones were found in the bottom of a cave in Spain. And thanks to the molecular clock, scientists were able to estimate that these people were living from 550,000 to 750,000 years ago. Fossils are extremely hard to come by, since the conditions in Africa, where the theory states that humans originated from, aren't quite ideal for preservation. In order for preservation to happen, the climate needs to be cold and dry, almost the complete opposite of African climate. DNA is scarce when it comes to the origins of humans. With a margin of error of 20,000 years, dating exactly is nearly impossible. Genetics tell us the qualities individuals had, which can then be used to make a timeline. Fossils only provide characteristics, and these characteristics can be shared by a number of groups of primitive beings. Though scientists haven't found DNA as far back as they would like to, they have found some very important stepping stones. According to the Smithsonian, fossils of jaws, skulls, and teeth were found of the oldest Homo sapiens dating back to 300,000 years ago near Morocco. Fossils found suggest that environments played a very important role in how evolution played out, meaning that evolution did not have a uniform, consistent stage throughout the entire world, as many people think. The change in environments brought on a revolution of tools. According to the University of Southampton, different tools were used by different people. For example, in Germany, people were using the first spears and lances, and meanwhile in Kenya, people were still looking for blades and points. And while our ancestors were looking for weapons and tools, they were also looking for new places to live. Around 50,000 to 60,000 years ago, climate change allowed for our ancestors to take advantage of lowered sea levels. Before climate change occurred, people were migrating only to Europe and Australia. And after this climate change occurred, they moved into the Arabian Peninsula as well as the Middle East. And while Homo sapiens coexisted and even interbred with other primitive beings in human species, one by one, their numbers dropped, and eventually all the other species became extinct. Around 15,000 to 40,000 years ago, Homo sapiens became the only surviving species. So now that we are at the point that we are currently in, we see that humans have went on to do a lot of very important and advancements into various fields, whether it be technology, mathematics, science, medicine, you name it. Humans have developed a passion for all of these things. And while we can't be certain of what humans will do next, we can be certain of what humans have already done. In conclusion, thousands of years in the making, we humans have evolved from primitive beings to hunters and gatherers who hunted with spears to now the visionaries that we are today. So as we walk through our everyday lives, we must remember that the Homo sapiens asked a lot of the same questions, did a lot of the same things, and that although we may not have met our ancestors, we are more similar to them than what we think. Thank you, everyone, for your time and patience.